Well, I'm glad I looked up how to pronounce this because I totally was going to say Valotte, but it's Valotte. Cool. Hi, guys. Welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am, and we are back with Mr. Julian Lennon. We did Too Late to Say Goodbye. I think or Too Late for Goodbyes. That was the one we did last time. We're going to be listening to Valotte, the title track of the album, which is his debut album, which is super platinum. And this is courtesy of our patron, Laura, I believe. And this is being recorded on October 9th. John's birthday was October 9th, 1940, so he would have been 84? 84? Yeah, 84 years old today. I know you're probably watching it the next day, so it doesn't really count, I guess, in a way, but this does kind of serve in remembrance of John, because I just did a track for him on Sunday, so I didn't want to clog everybody up with another one, but at the same time I wanted to do something, so I had this request from Laura, and I thought this would be appropriate, and I think, you know, John would approve, because there's nothing more important than your offspring, you know, so, Julian is a very talented musician. I've seen him pop up in one other thing as well, and he's very good, man. It's some good music, and I think it came out in what, 84, right? I think that's what it was, 1984. Just want to make sure. See, it does come out. Yeah. Well, okay, yeah, it was 1984, but this came out as a single in 1985. So whatever. All right, here we go. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate you. And if you want to subscribe to help a brother out, click that icon right below my face. We have a really cool Patreon community. If you want to get a video just like this or hang out with people, talk about music, whatever, we have a Discord server. Join the $15 tier or up, you get one for your request a month. But if you want access to all of the Beatles videos, all the blocked full albums and all that, and you know, you can join any tier. It doesn't have to be the requesting tier. All right, Valotte, Julian Lennon. I hope I'm saying that right. If the computer's setting me up, bro, I'm gonna be so mad. Because Valotte sounds so much better than Valotte, I'm not gonna lie. And it means small fly, too, or tiny fly. Alright, Julian Lennon, Valotte, 3, 2, 1, go.
Sitting on the doorstep of the house I can't afford, I can feel you there.
Happy birthday, John.
Thinking of a reason, well, it's really not very hard to love you even though you nearly lost my heart. How can I explain the meaning of our love? It fits so tight, closer than a glove. If we're really ever gonna get that far, do you know there's something wrong? 'Cause I felt it all along.
The light makes it look like his rings on.
I can see your face in the mirrors of
He is a spinning image of this stuff.
Will you still be there? We're really not so clever as we seem to think we are.
Love it, look.
We've always got a trouble, so we solve them in the bar. As the days go by, we seem to drift apart. If I could only find a way to keep on with your heart. Sitting on a pebble by the river, playing guitar, wondering if we're really ever gonna get that far. Do you know there's something wrong?
That's so Beatlesy right there.
'Cause I felt it all along.
That thing is beautiful. Looks like Bill Buford's kid on drums.
Sitting in the valley as I watch the sun go down, I can see you there, thinking of the reason. Well, it's really not very hard to love you even though you nearly lost my heart. When will we know when the change is gonna come? I've got a good feeling and it's coming from the sun. Sitting on the pebble by the river, playing guitar, wondering if we're really ever gonna get that far. Do you know there's something wrong? Stick together 'cause we're strong.
I love that harmony at the end, or that little run there at the end. So it said it was live ZDF. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know if it's a show of some kind or whatever, but that did seem like it was live, you know? I don't know if it was just like the vocals that were live and then everything else is like backtrack or pre-recorded. I don't know. Didn't look like they were just strumming along. I thought I saw some amps and stuff, so maybe it was live. That was honestly, I like that more than, you know, I always forget what it's called. The Too Late to Say Goodbye. Hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, there's some amps and stuff. So yeah, maybe it was live. That one had a little more, I don't even want to say depth because the first one had depth too, but maybe there's a little more substance to this one. Maybe I had a little more peek behind the curtain about who Julian is because I honestly don't know anything about him, you know? Like, I obviously know a lot about his dad, but I don't know anything about him per se, you know, and he's not his father, you know. He definitely looks like him, he sounds like him at points, but at the same time he's his own person completely, you know. And he doesn't really you know, get much time with John, shall we say, probably, but I feel like there's so much of him in there though, like there really is. And I don't want to like spend, you know, this video for Julian talking about John, but since it is his birthday technically, I kind of have to at the same time, you know. And I want to because I love John. Like, he's my favorite Beatle. He's the most, I don't know, other than George, I guess, the most, you know, deep thinker of the bunch, at least how it reflects in his music. I don't know, maybe Ringo is the deepest thinker in the history of the world and he just has a very dry sense of humor. I don't know. Paul is Paul, you know. He thinks, I wouldn't say deeply, but he thinks like mediumly, you know. I mean just like in how it translates into the music and what questions it makes you ponder and the things it makes you feel. Paul's really good at the feel department. I think John is really good at the question department. Like, you question your beliefs, your values, and all that stuff. He challenges you. Paul comforts you. That's what I think. And that's why they made such a good team, I think, as a songwriting duo, because they both brought two different approaches and styles, basically disciplines, shall we say, of songwriting. And then you combine that together and you get just like this perfect nexus point of introspection and also just adulation and joy at the same time, or adoration I should say, you know, because Paul has like this unabashed love for life and everything involved, and then John, even though they both had rough upbringings and rough losses in their lives, they both kind of went different directions, it seems, you know, with their thinking and their perception, because John, I think, had a more rough go of it than Paul did, you know, but it's, you know, all semantics now because, you know, it's been a long time, you know, very long time. But at the same time, I think it is interesting for someone like me who is a new fan to be able to see what, you know, they all brought to the table and the magic that they created together. And I think John was such a huge component in that, even though they said that they would have been done when, like, what did they say? They would have been done in like 3 albums if it wasn't for Paul. So, you know, Paul definitely plays a huge part too, obviously. But I just love John, and I love his music, and I love him, man. Like, I really do. And I wish that I know he knew people loved him, but I am also somebody who has gone his life without actually knowing if people actually cared or loved me. you know, because I was adopted, not actually my mom's son, you know, technically. You know, there's questions there that can be asked, obviously. I'm not saying that that's true, but it's questions I've always had, you know. Does she really love me? She stuck by me this whole time, even through all the addiction and stuff, so that has to count for something, right? You know, but, you know, you can just go down the list. It's like, do these people really actually care about me and love me? I don't know. But, so this was, I'm trying to see. It was on the album Valotte, obviously. So it went to number 9. Actually, it peaked at number 4 on the U.S. charts, Canadian charts. It went number 2. Like so it did pretty good when it came out in 1985 as a single. But the album came out in 1984. It was produced by Phil Ramone, recorded in 1984. It was certified gold in the United States, and then it became platinum in the new year. So it really quickly sold off the shelves because of Too Late for Goodbyes, Valotte, which is the second single. So it all did, he did really good. So I'm gonna look at the personnel. Let's see. Hopefully it's the same people. So oh my God, he has got a murderer's row on here. Okay, yes, no, I can't read this off, but I can give you some highlights. So there is a one Marcus Miller on bass, a one Carmine Rojas on bass, Roger Hawkins on drums, Steve Hawley on drums, Ralph McDonald on percussion, Barry Beckett on keyboards, Justin Clayton on guitar, Julian Lennon on lead vocals and piano, obviously, Simmons drums, the Muscle Shoals rhythm section was in it. So this is the whole album. So I don't know exactly who was on that stage. So if you guys, maybe even Laura, you probably would know better than me. If you know who those people were, let me know down below. Because I enjoyed that. You know, I think that was mostly the Julian show, though. There was that little, you know, minor guitar solo. That one minor guitar solo there at the end. But for the most part, that was mostly, you know, Julian doing his thing, and his voice, man, some of those high notes when he would do that run there at the end is just beautiful. At the end of that chorus, man, I loved it. Piano work was great, you know, and there were some parts that definitely reminded me of the Beatles, and then not in the other parts. It was just, you know, his own creation, and I thought it was a great song. So thank you, Laura, and happy birthday, John, wherever you may be. 84, huh? It's a good age. I wish he was here to see it. I really do. Really do. Sorry, I'm not gonna get emotional. I'm trying not to. But I just have such a love for John and the Beatles and all their solo work, and it's just, it comes down to his, like, I don't know, man. They're all just cool people, and they're interesting, and they wrote so much, man. And John had a rough go of it, man. And like I said, I hope if you guys watched the last video I did, I know the audio is a little rough for the Lennon video. That was a rough day because I didn't even realize the mic was broke. I recorded like, it's my biggest video in months, and the audio is terrible. It's terrible. Oh, breaks my heart. But it is what it is, you know. I just, you know, I don't think I said anything bad about Yoko per se, but I thought it was weird that she was in that video and stuff, and you know, I was just a little confused on it. But you know, because someone else did the backup vocals, it wasn't her, you know. But I just know that I appreciate her very, very much and what she did for John, because she healed him. He was a broken man, you know, and a broken man going through all that fame, it either makes you worse or it's neutral. It won't make things better. You know, money doesn't fix anything. Fame doesn't fix anything. It just amplifies what's already there. And if John was already a little bit broken, it would have made him a lot more broken if it wasn't for her. So I'm very glad that him and Paul both found love and found someone to take care of things, help them take care of things in themselves to fix them and see the beauty that was inside. Because John is a beautiful, beautiful soul, and he shined wherever he could. So, and I think he just wanted the world to love each other. I know he had his hang-ups like we all do, you know. Cast the first stone. Go for it. I don't care. I'm not going to. But I am going to say that he was a man of many talents. And he's sorely missed. Happy birthday, John. See you later, guys.